Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the Leader's World. Well, today we're going to be talking all things Social Security. And today I decided, excuse me, let's go over receiving your checks abroad. A lot of people are leaving the United States in droves now, young and old. And a lot of people don't know that you can receive your Social Security disability payments or retirement payments or even your survivor payments in other countries. Social Security has agreements with over 25 countries right now, whereas a United States citizen, you can receive your payments in those countries. Now, all you have to do is go to their website and you can type in the search bar checks, receiving checks abroad, and it'll come up. It'll give you a little link to this spot in their web page where you can just choose the country you want to live in. Now, once again, it's only 25 countries, and people who can live abroad and not have to return to the United States are United States citizens. Now, if you are a legal resident and you're receiving benefits because you've worked and paid in the system or whatever the reason may be, you're entitled to a Social Security check. Those checks for those people who are not U.S. citizens, you can only leave the country for 6 months at a time, and then you have to come back and be here at least 6 months in order to continue to receive your payments. So this is strictly about United States citizens. So I'm going to give you a few places you can go and receive your payments, because some people can't afford to live in the United States. Some people don't want to live in rural areas or in the middle of nowhere just because that's the cheapest place to live. Now, here it is. I'm going to give you guys some different countries that you can receive payments in and abroad. And we're going to talk about the cost of living in some of these countries. It's crazy because a little can go a long ways in some of these countries. Now, mind you, some countries are more expensive than the United States, and it's not worth it to take your Social Security over there if their money is worth more than your money and the cost of living is too high. So always pay attention to what it's going to cost you when you choose to move abroad. So I wrote down, like for the Belize is one of the highest, okay? For $1,000, if you buy local, for two, you can live. That's including food and rent. It'll cost you, for two people, about $1,000 a month to live in Belize. Now, for Thailand, $800 covers most expenses, okay? You can live great for $800 and less American dollars, depending on where you're at in Thailand. Okay, they have some areas in Thailand, some cities where you can, I think it's called Atu or Katu, Katu, where you can like rent these huts and bungalows in like resort areas if you don't want to cook or anything. And what comes with that is a room with a bed, and they have beautiful huts, and they they have a restaurant, bars, nightlife, everything, and $800 will cover the whole thing. Matter of fact, you can even stay cheaper. $245 plus what you're eating. You probably wind up spending like $500 in that city a month, and that's eating out and drinking every day. I'm not talking drinking just alcohol. I'm talking, whatever it is you choose to do. Okay. Now, Indonesia, $555. That'll get you internet, food, gas, and pretty much your rent. You can find some places that rent for 13 American dollars a month. May not be the grandeur stuff that you see, but excuse me, you can find some nice places to live. $1,300 a month, so the bigger your budget, the better and more beautiful it is. But you can find some nice places in Indonesia, the main cities and the outskirts, for very inexpensive. Okay. And that's, once again, that's internet, food, and gas, and your place to stay. About $555 a month. Now, in Mexico, you have all types of cities in Mexico. In Mexico, you can live from as low as 500 to 5,000, depending on where you're living. But we're talking low income. The average food costs and expenses for Mexico is about $300 a month. Transportation, from what I researched, about $20, and then entertainment, $50. So you're looking at, plus now you're talking rent, so probably $800 a month. You can live in Mexico comfortably, and that's entertaining, eating, all that. These are some of the countries that's inexpensive that you can get your retirement or disability checks in. And so I'm going to give you a couple of other cities. You can live in the Bahamas. Yes, they will send your checks to the Bahamas. Even Afghanistan. You can live in Guyana. Now, those of you who want to go back to the mother country, you want to go to Guyana over in Africa, for a single person, 486 American dollars. You can live in Guyana as a single family. And they have a lot of little, where they built up a lot of little, expat areas in a lot of these countries where a lot of expats go. So you can be around people like yourself from the United States, where you don't feel so all alone, and you guys can help each other out, but yet and still you're in another country, so you're learning and around the locals when you live in for this low of a price in Guyana. Guyana is not cheap, so if you're disabled and you have little children, you got to remember, in Guyana you got to pay for your schooling. It's not like over here where you get free schooling. So take that into consideration if you have minor children. But the cost for a single individual is $486. For a family of 4, you can probably live in Guyana for $1,755 for a family of 4. Still great. That's a great price. And Guyana's a beautiful, beautiful country over in Africa. So I also put down Italy. Now, I didn't research Italy. We all know Italy is expensive. But you can receive your checks in Italy and do not have to come back to the United States. These are countries that you can live. Now, mind you, I didn't list the whole 25. I just gave you guys a few. Once again, I'll read them off for you. The countries that I researched, the cost of living in. You have Afghanistan, the Bahamas, Belize, Mexico, Indonesia, Italy. These are places all that you can, if you're United States, you can relocate and live abroad. Also in Portugal. Oh my God, I forgot Portugal. I didn't add Portugal to my list, but Portugal is beautiful, very inexpensive. Very, very friendly. So Portugal, you can spend big money or little money, but you can live great for inexpensive in Portugal and travel and get to other countries on the train and just enjoy the life. Portugal is it's a great place, especially for expats. You have people from all different countries over in Portugal, and the food, from what I hear, is absolutely divine. A lot of stuff to see, a lot of things to do. You can live on the beach or in the city. It's for $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month, American money. So your money can go a long ways in Portugal as well, all depending on what area you choose to live in. So that's it for now. And thank you for following me. If you're a regular to my channel, I really, really appreciate you. If this is your first video, you can check my Social Security vlogs on other things pertaining to Social Security. I have one about survivors, retirement, disability, how to file, all linked in on my homepage. So just click on my name, subscribe to my channel, go there, review those videos if you find something as far as Social Security that you need to know. 9 times out of 10, I already have it. If I don't have a video on it, leave a question in the comments field and I will respond. I am very good about responding. And before I go, remember, peace, love, and happiness is the only way to live. Don't forget to hit that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And once again, if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button so YouTube can continue to share my videos. Bye for now from Velita's World.